Hey everyone. I expect this to be a timely but informative review on these new products I got. I have the NuForce IEMs here, the NuForce HEM series. So there's 4 IEMs within there. There's the HEM2, which are the red ones, HEM4, blue ones, and then the HEM6 and HEM8 are both black. Each priced at $100 above. So start each HEM2 is $200, 4 is $300, 6 is $400, 8 is $500. And then there are also one more driver above each. So the HEM2 is a single driver, 4 is a dual driver, 6 is a triple driver, and the 8 is a quad driver. So this, I'm not familiar with, I don't think I have any experience with NuForce's other IEMs. But they seem to be making a very, again, high quality in terms of the shell. You can check that out. It's very nice, very ergonomic. Of course, I like the over the ear fit. That's my favorite way of doing it. So other than that, again, really nice cable. They all have the same connector, so they're all one cable's interchangeable with all of them. And again, very aesthetically pleasing. I really like the fit, ergonomics, and the aesthetic of these IEMs. Okay, so from there, talking about sound, all these seem to share the same overall tuning or signature, however you want to say it. Tends to be warmer, bassier than what I would consider a reference monitor, headphone, etc. So these all lean towards the warm side. Get that out of the way. And from there, we have vast different levels of performance within that. So, but that's what you should, if you're not into a warm, bassy IM sound, none of these will probably interest you too much. I had to kind of have these kind of grow on me a bit before immediately I did not take a liking to any. But anyway, so let's start off with the HEM2, the single driver. $200 again. It's nice. Looks nice. Sounds garbage. Pretty much awful. I would not recommend these at all. These sound like almost like just one, like I expect like a one driver to cover like most of the range. It doesn't even seem to get close to that. It's like one subwoofer. It's probably the bassiest, maybe not it's overall bassy and rolled and warm, and I did not expect a single driver. I usually like single drivers. I like my Automotics because they're very clean and there's no crossover to mess things up. But these just forget it. You could use probably some sort of crossover to fix it, or to make it less shelved or something. But these are not what you want. I would not recommend these at $200 or really anything under $50. So the HEM4, the 2 driver. When I heard these first, I'm like, low expectations. But these sound like a greatly improved version of the 2. They're cleaner and extended up top. I like that, and they're much less bassy overall. I really liked these. I think they strike the sweet spot, so to speak, but they also stand on their own. I think these are good enough to compete with even the higher end models, which I do think are better, but these are excellent. I like these a lot. So again, still same warmer sound, more U-shaped, I'd say. Actually, it's a slight sibilance, more peaky, but other than that, good IMs. I like these. But so then we get to the top 2, the HEM6 and the HEM8. The HEM6 and the HEM8 are more similar than different. Get that out of the way. I hear the HEM8 as being slightly warmer, more bassy. In terms of that extra bassiness seems to congest things a bit more on the HEM8, so it doesn't quite sound as open. So I think NuForce kind of figured this out, maybe, that if you pull back the bass on these tunings, it makes things sound a bit more open, a bit more clean to me. So I like, that's what they seem to do with HEM6. So the HEM6 and 8, I'd say equivalent. HEM8 is slightly better overall. I feel like the HEM8 is less hollow and more cohesive. While the HEM6 is very open and nice and spacey, there's a certain hollowness to it, and the HEM8 seems to fill that in. So yeah, I really like the HEM8. I think it's the best overall one. It is the most expensive one. It is also a quad. For me, it is not. So comparing to my other references, say if I determine the HEM8 is indeed the best, I would have to say, though, that it does not compete with my better references. I would prefer my Etymotics. I think my Etymotics are smoother, cleaner, more clear than the HEM8. Something like the Rocket R50, which is overall much thinner sounding than the HEM8. Again, these are all warmer. These are all, like I said in the beginning, they're all warmer, bassier sound. So the Rocket's thinner, but it's also just more clean and open and more focused. So these NuForce IMs don't quite cut it for me against my other IM references. So I can't really give them like the ultimate recommendation against others. But within this line, I think I would recommend people, like I said, skip the HEM2. The HEM4 for $300, it's a good buy. There's arguably better, different two ways, that are under that price and even over it. The HEM6, again, I'd probably skip it unless you really compare the two and you determine, I like a bit more less bass and more open sound than the HEM8. Other than that, the HEM8 and the HEM6 are so close that I think most people would prefer the HEM8 overall. So yeah, that's just about it, and thanks for watching.